The past decade has witnessed extraordinary changes in Hainan. The rural areas are revitalized and urban areas are upgraded. In the past 10 years, Hainan has achieved new breakthroughs in reform and opening up, and people's lives have reached a new level. Governance of a country begins with richening the people, how to create a bright future in which people live a peaceful life and the society is secure and prosperous. Hainan, as the largest special economic zone and the youngest province in China, has attracted worldwide attention. Prioritizing both reform and opening up, and poverty alleviation, Hainan has been full speed ahead with targeted efforts. 649,700 people living in poverty were identified across the province, and household-specific support was designed. In 2020, Hainan garnered a decisive victory in poverty alleviation. Its 5 poverty-stricken counties were all lifted out of poverty. Its 600 impoverished villages were above the poverty line. The officially registered poor residents have got rid of poverty. The villages and fields have seen remarkable changes, with new momentum. The once destitute Wangxie township has changed, as it took advantage of the Li ethnic culture and neutral ecology, and built the high-quality China's first Li Township cultural tourism project. It's among the state's second batch and Hainan's first innovation-based themed Green Hills and Lucid Waters are invaluable assets, allowing local villagers to earn their livelihood through tourism. At Zhiqia village, the foot of the highest crater in Zhongbei, the introduced dendrobe industry is going stronger and stronger. A whole industrial chain has taken shape, covering culturing of tissue and seedlings, growing, deep processing and research. The farmers earn over 30,000 yuan per person annually. Today, Hainan's rural industries hold both promise and potential. With growing vigor and stronger base, it has prospered hand in hand with the whole country. In the past 10 years, Hainan spent over 75% of its fiscal revenue on people's livelihood, bringing better policy measures to improve public well-being and allowing the people to fully share the development dividend. After a decade of hard work, all the rural poor in Hainan can now access the 5-fold medical security with their individual contributions, fully funded by the finance. Medical institutions at all levels now offer pay after treatment and one-stop instant settlement services. In the past 10 years, Hainan has optimized its medical and health resource allocation while prioritizing accessibility and affordability of medical services to make sure the bottom line of livelihood is not crossed. It has been a reality for the islanders to access adequate medical care without travel for minor conditions and within the province for serious illness. Today, a number of top-grade Chinese and foreign hospitals and universities have branches in Hainan. From cancelling tax on special agricultural products to migrating educationally strained residents in remote, poverty-stricken and core ecological protection areas, to settling medical treatment fees interprovincially. Hainan has taken a basket of initiatives to improve people's livelihood and weave a comprehensive net of social security. People's lives are notably improved. Hainan Bridge is a pioneering work in the history of bridge construction in Hainan. It boasts the highest seismic fortification intensity and wind resistance in China. It is also the first large-scale bridge across a geological fault zone in China, stretching around 5.6 kilometers. The entry into service of Hainan Bridge epitomizes the engineering feats of Hainan's 5 networks. Construction is speeding up in road, light, water, electricity, and gas network. In the past 10 years, the highway mileage has increased from 24,300 kilometers to over 41,000 kilometers in Hainan. Tourist roads around the island connect the bay with the town. Inter-county expressway has become a reality. Jiang Junhong, train driver of Hainan High-Speed Railway. Jiang Junhong still remembers the grand occasion of the opening of Western Hainan High-Speed Railway on December 30th, 2015. The Western and Eastern Railways are now joined, covering a total length of 653 kilometers and becoming the world's first around-the-island high-speed rail, serving 12 cities and counties in the province. Meanwhile, Hainan is speeding up its port infrastructure construction for building Hainan into an international transit hub port. As Meilan International Airport entered into operation, Hainan also embraced a new era of double runways. Its road network integrating land, sea, and air is also constantly improved. Hainan has actively innovated water management. Large-scale water conservatory projects like Da Long Reservoir, Hongling Water Conservatory Project, Da Guangba Hongling Irrigation Project, and Nandu River Water Diversion Project were finished successfully, supplying water resources for Hainan's socio-economic development. In the past 10 years, people's livelihood has been continuously improved in Hainan, with many highlights. China's first around-the-island natural gas pipeline network project was put into operation in Hainan. The first Hainan-Hong Kong International Submarine Optical Cable was completed and put into commercial use. Hainan takes the lead in putting in place 5G services in counties, and its 5 networks infrastructure is getting stronger. There is no end to sustaining and improving people's livelihood. Only countless new starting points, from livable housing to comfortable housing. Hainan's people's livelihood security is more temperature sensitive. For Hainan, the past decade is a period of rapid development in people's livelihood and social undertakings. Hainan adheres to putting people's livelihood first and has spent real money on livelihood projects for the 10 million people to benefit from the development achievements and lead a more harmonious and beautiful life. Thanks to the previous achievements when COVID-19 pandemic struck Hainan by surprise, Hainan has been able to put people and life first and unite the whole province to tide over the difficulties together. Party, government agencies, enterprises and institutions, medical staff and community workers at all levels have erected the strongest fortification to prevent the virus. The impact on people's livelihood is being minimized, Meanwhile, people's livelihood remains the priority. While viable measures are taken in epidemic response, a series of livelihood measures were introduced to weave and solidify the security net and protect people's life and health to the full. This is the temperature of Hainan and the responsibility of Hainan. People's livelihood is on top of the government agenda. The starting point and ultimate goal of Hainan FTP remains to deliver Hainan people a better life. Culture is also part of people's life and concerns the public well-being. Hainan has introduced a series of cultural policies to benefit the people with a rich and diverse life. Such a cultural life is becoming the new norm here, extending benefits far and wide in the past 10 years. Hainan has successfully held Hainan International Tourism Island Carnival several times, Hainan Island International Film Festival, cultural venues such as Hainan Provincial Museum, Hainan Center for the Performing Arts, and Haikao Wuyuan He Stadium have all been finished. Tiangzhong women's football is going stronger, and international sporting events like cycling, sailing, and marathon are held. Every individual shares the overall progress. People here love their life more. The extraordinary decade is Hainan's answer to the world. People's aspirations for a better life is inspiring Hainan and China to march forward into the new era to deliver a rosy and peaceful life to everyone.